In this guide you'll learn 31 different types of meditation techniques for beginners, and some advanced meditation techniques too. We will look at all the types of meditation techniques from Buddhism, yoga, Hinduism, Christianity, and some non-religious forms of meditation. But first, I highly recommend that you read my Beginner's Guide to Meditating Properly. It will teach you how to use these meditation techniques correctly. And you might also like to read my list of top meditation books to help you learn more. In this guide we will look at meditation techniques beginners can do, and many advanced meditation practices too. And we'll see the benefits of those different meditation techniques. Content. So, let's begin. Greater than see the best 31 meditation techniques in the world. An introduction to the different types of meditation techniques. In this guide below, I show you all the best meditation techniques for beginners, intermediate and advanced. But before you get started on that, take a look at this list of health benefits from meditation. That list will inspire you to seriously get into meditation. Meditation gives you peace of mind, happiness, and personal strength. And it helps your body to perform at its optimum. Of course, to get the most out of meditation you need to know how to meditate properly. That's where this guide comes in. This article is going to be one hell of a journey. Our journey will lead us through 31 of the best meditation techniques, from beginners to advanced meditation practices. We'll learn what the best meditation practices are for different people and for different health conditions. And I will show you all the best meditation exercises to try today. Plus, we will learn the culture and history of meditation. We are about to walk through the complete history of meditation, so you will literally learn all the most important forms of meditation ever devised. Even if you have never done a single meditation exercise before, by the end of this article you will know everything you will ever need to know. New to meditation? This guide will get you started on the right foot. Looking to advance your current knowledge of meditation and learn new meditation techniques? This guide covers every major meditation technique that exists. We'll look at easy meditation techniques, advanced ones, Buddhist, Christian, Hindu, Taoist, New Age, techniques for atheists, everything. And if you're a meditation teacher you'll be able to check your knowledge and use this guide as a quick resource. And that's not all. In this guide are links to tutorials on the individual meditation techniques. If you see a technique you like the look of, click the link and learn all about that technique. The best way to learn meditation techniques is with my book. My book, Your Best Meditation, covers all the different types of meditation techniques in depth. It is the best way to learn all the forms of meditation. My passion has always been to inspire and teach people to meditate. Those of you who have read it know precisely how passionate I am about meditation. From an early age I knew the importance of the practice. And I've seen firsthand the difference that mindfulness can make to our lives. My purpose on this blog is to encourage as many people as possible to start meditating and to transform lives in the process. I've put all my love, knowledge, and hard work into my book. It is the perfect book for anyone who wants to learn different meditation techniques. Why not read it today? Here are the 31 different types of meditation techniques from beginners to advanced. I'm about to share with you everything you need to know about these different meditation techniques. But first, here's the order of meditation techniques from beginners to advanced. Easy meditation techniques for beginners, best meditation techniques for intermediates, advanced meditation techniques for experienced meditators. The basics of all meditation techniques beginners need to know. There are tons of great articles that explain how different types of meditation techniques work. Read how it works. Thanks to those articles we know the who, what, when, where and why of meditation. So what is meditation? Meditation is a mental exercise that trains your mind to focus on one or more elements or objects. A very simple practice. Meditation has been used since 5000 BCE. It is mostly used in Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism and yoga. But, important point, it's also a non-religious health practice. Some people call meditation mindfulness. This, however, is ambiguous, as we will see later on. A neat little explanation. But you can make it even easier to understand than this. Simply put, meditation is focus. All the different meditation methods are about focusing. The one universal constant between all different forms of meditation techniques is that we focus on something. Healthandyoga.com tells us, watching your breath is meditation, listening to the birds is meditation. As long as these activities are free from any other distraction to the mind, it is effective meditation. In other words, all the different meditation methods are about focusing. Now here's the deal. Just as you can focus on lots of things, you can meditate on lots of things too. The trick is knowing what is worth focusing, meditating on. And this is why there are so many different meditation techniques, because they all focus on a different thing. Let's recap. All the different types of meditation techniques are about focusing on one or more things. You could potentially meditate on anything. There are specific objects that are good to meditate on. The best meditation techniques are about focusing on the right thing. Different types of meditation techniques focus on different objects. Here's the deal. The object we meditate on makes all the difference. Because different objects create different results. On her blog Good Life Zen, Mary Zaksha says, to focus means to pay soft attention to whatever you place in the center of awareness. The key is to choose the right object to place in that center of awareness. Why does the object matter so much? Because to focus on an object is to put it in your mind. What you focus on enters your mind just like food enters your body. If you eat junk food, you'll be unhealthy physically. If you focus on garbage, you will be unhealthy mentally. Meditate on healthy objects and your mind will become healthy. For instance, there are breathing meditation techniques that focus on the breath. There are sound methods like mantras where we focus on sound and energy. There are psychological forms of meditation techniques in which we focus on personality traits or emotions, such as loving-kindness meditation and inner stillness. Of all the different types of meditation techniques, methods incorporating the breath are the most popular. But we can also meditate on the sky, water, music, the body and more. Want to know more about meditation objects? Take a look at this guide to Samatha meditation technique. Samatha is a meditation all about focusing on different objects, so have a read of that article to learn more about objects in meditation. Here's where things get spicy. As well as focusing on different objects, we can also focus in different ways. And when you focus in a different way, you change the core method of meditation. This will become clear in a sec. Different types of meditation techniques are based around different ways of focusing. This bit's juicy. Because there are different ways to focus, there are also different forms of meditation exercises. Basically, we can focus on one single isolated thing. And we can meditate on one thing at a time. Psychologically speaking, this is focused attention. We can focus on everything. And we can meditate on everything. Psychologically speaking, this is open awareness, or non-directed meditation. We can focus on a mental image. And we can meditate on a mental image. Psychologically speaking, this is visualization. Those three ways of focusing are the foundations for all different meditation techniques. There are open awareness, non-directed techniques, focus techniques, and visualizations. And these are the basis of virtually all different types of meditation techniques. See how much we've learned already. We now know the basics of meditation. We know it's about focus. We know we can focus in different ways, and therefore we can meditate in different ways. And we know the key to success is choosing the right objects to meditate on. Let's kick this thing into gear. Time to look at actual meditation techniques. Point 31. Different types of meditation techniques beginners can practice. 1. Open monitoring types of meditation techniques. Non-directed meditation method, good for creativity, relaxation, happiness, inner peace. One of the main types of meditation technique is open monitoring or non-directed meditation. In open monitoring meditation exercises, the mind is open, not open like mama's favorite tin of biscuits. Open like a window that lets all things enter. When you perform on this types of meditation technique, you do not focus on one singular thing. You're not focusing on the breath or on a sound. Instead, you are aware of the totality of existence. You are aware of your thoughts and feelings, physical sensations, and all the information that comes to you by way of your senses, sound, smell, taste, etc. You non-judgmentally observe the world, allowing your focus to extend to everything in your environment. What open monitoring meditation technique feels like? Do you remember the most chilled out moment in your entire life? Maybe you were lying down on a beach with the sun shining on you. Or maybe you were lying down in bed after a truly satisfying day. Or perhaps it was after a perfect romantic evening. Cast your mind back to that time and remember the feeling. Do you remember how you felt as though you were one with the world? You were inwardly still and silent, and the whole world came to you. That is open meditation. When we practice meditation exercises with an open mind, we are essentially letting the whole world in. In open awareness meditation, consciousness is spread out evenly, hence, non-directed meditation. A definition of open awareness is, not intentionally focusing on one thing, and instead, opening the mind for the whole world to enter. How about an example? One of the best open awareness activities is to simply gaze up at the sky, silence your mind, and let the day in. You should feel as though you are not intentionally focusing on anything. Everything is entering your mind freely. Try this open awareness meditation technique. Sit or stand with good posture. Close your eyes and do not thinking about anything. Focus on your senses. Let the whole world come to you. Continue to let the whole world in as you take 25 deep breaths. That's open awareness meditation. Doesn't it feel oh so relaxing? ACEM meditation. One of the most popular kinds of open monitoring techniques is ASM meditation. How to do, the benefits, and instructions etc. are available via the official site. ASM is a modern technique and there has been much scientific research into ASM. Studies show that ASM meditation is good for stress and relaxation. For more on the benefits of ASM, see the previous link. Benefits of open monitoring meditation methods like ASM. Open meditation techniques are relaxing. They make you feel free. Like a butterfly rising from a chrysalis to take flight into the world, the mind is freed from its usual SLES of thoughts and stresses, free to take in the nests of existence. I personally practice open meditation techniques early in the day. I find this is a very good way to start the day positively and mindy. I'll practice open monitoring before sitting down to write. It's like I'm allowing the world to come to me while exercising and warming up my creative mind. By spending 20 minutes opening my mind and boosting my creativity, I ensure that my creative juices are flowing for the whole day. So, creativity is one benefit of open monitoring meditation. There are lots of benefits too. Open monitoring helps you let go, increases creativity, increases mental flexibility, helps you create new ideas, relaxes the mind, stops stress, improves brainstorming, helps to stop stubborn negative thoughts. If you have been struggling to let go, you will find open awareness meditation incredibly liberating. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on by writing a comment at the bottom of the page. So that's the first of our meditation techniques. And already you have a powerful way of opening your mind and boosting your flexibility. And we've still got 30 techniques to go. 2. Focused attention meditation techniques, good for creativity, relaxation, happiness, inner peace. The next form of meditation exercise is focus attention. Let's return to what we were saying about focus. We previously said that the mind may be open to take in the whole world, but it may also be closed to focus on just one object. That's why alongside open meditations we have the other type of meditation technique, focused attention meditations. These forms are best surmised by the classic Zen quote, "When sitting, sit." This old Zen proverb reminds us to focus on what we're doing right at this very moment. It is a simple but important lesson that is taught through closed meditations. Basically, focus on one thing. And just do that one thing, nothing else. Think of it this way. If open monitoring is like the light bulbs in the ceiling, closed types of meditation techniques are like flashlights, a one-directional source of light. When we perform focused attention, we focus on one thing. We may focus on a mantra, a physical object, on the breath, on music, on mental imagery, visualizations. We may focus on any one single thing, and in so doing we will be performing a closed technique. This is the most popular type of meditation technique. There are far more focused attention activities than open monitoring activities. Take a look. Examples of focused attention meditation techniques. Anapanasati sound meditation, meditating on a sound. Pranayama, breathing techniques used in yoga. Chakra techniques, methods used to activate the 7 chakra. Mantras, sacred sounds. Tibetan singing bowl, meditating on an instrument. Certain mudras, hand positions. Visualization, imaginings. Samatha, focusing on different objects. Loving kindness, literally meditating on love and kindness. Kundalini, a type of yoga meditation. These techniques are super powerful. You know what spinach does to Popeye? That's what focused types of meditation exercises do for your mind. The benefits of focused attention meditation methods. Would you believe that there are over 100 different benefits of focused attention methods? So what do focused methods do for you? Depends on the specific technique. Some of the methods boost positivity and happiness, others cultivate compassion, others can cure illnesses, some stop stress, anxiety and depression, some help with serious mental health conditions like OCD and ADHD. Here's what you need to know. Different techniques help us in different ways. That's why it is a very good idea to practice lots of different forms of meditation. The more forms you use, the more benefits you will see. And as though by some divine miracle, that's why you should try all the techniques in this tutorial. Point 3. Effortless presence meditation method, good for equanimity, calmness, inner peace, relaxation as well as open monitoring and focused attention. There is effortless presence. This one is a yoga technique. Effortless presence means existing without effort. In other words, not consciously directing your focus, just existing, as though empty but aware. Think of this as simply giving in to reality. You are completely giving up control and letting the universe take over. This is very similar to open monitoring and offers most of the same benefits. Right then, mateys, where are we? So far we have covered open awareness, focused attention, effortless presence. These are the 3 main psychological definitions of meditation. Think of them like different kinds of cars. You can have sedan or an SUV, but there are lots of different variants within those groups. The same is true for the different forms of meditation. The 3 forms we have looked at are the top-level groups. But within those groups are very many specific techniques. We are going to cover those techniques now. Okay, take a deep breath. We are now going to pack our bags and go on a spiritual vacation. What am I talking about? We're about to travel through the cultural evolution of meditation techniques. Excited? You should be. No one online has ever covered the topic in this much depth. Ever, honestly, find an article as in-depth as this one and I'll give you a free cupcake. We are about to have one hell of a journey. But not only are we about to have a journey, you are about to transform your life by learning all the best meditation techniques. Traditional types of meditation techniques to practice. For over 3,000 years, meditation has been taught as a way to boost happiness, find enlightenment, stop stress, anxiety and depression, and achieve total health. The traditional meditation techniques from Buddhism, Taoism, yoga and other spiritual systems are truly powerful. And you're about to learn all the best meditation techniques from those traditions. Plus, you're going to learn the history and culture of meditation, too. One of the best things about studying different types of meditation techniques is the sheer amount of culture involved. Digging into classic texts and reading the words of masters like Lao Tzu, Thich Nhat Hanh and Osho is a real pleasure that should be enjoyed alongside studying meditation. Where does meditation come from? The core of the tradition is found in the ancient texts. It's in the ancient classics like the Bhagavad Gita, the Vimalakirti Sutra, and the Pali Canon that you'll find the roots of this ancient technique. Like the trunk, branches, and leaves of a great tree, the practice of mindfulness has grown over countless years, but its roots are still anchored in the ancient texts, among the fertile soil of ancient Eastern culture. It's here our adventure begins. We are going to travel through the different cultures of meditation. And as we do, we will look at the most important meditation techniques ever. So while you learn the history and culture, you will learn techniques to become the master of your own mind. Excited? You should be. Buddhist meditation techniques. Introduction. Let's travel to Tibet and take a look at Buddhist meditation techniques. Most of the different types of meditation techniques practiced today come from the tradition of Buddhism. That's why it is worth learning the background of traditional Buddhist meditation techniques. If we're going to truly understand Buddhist methods of meditating, we need a little bit of background info. We need to consider the Buddhist belief system. Buddhism is divided into different forms. Some of the most important are Theravada, Mahayana, Zen, Vajrayana. Most Buddhist schools use three types of training. Virtue, which they call sila, meditation, samadhi, wisdom, panna. These three types of training are the pathway towards enlightenment, and each one is essential. Meditative training, samadhi, is taught alongside ethical training, sila and panna. Where do Buddhist ethics come from? They're based on the Noble Eightfold Path, which is the way towards enlightenment. The 8 paths are right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. Strictly speaking, if you want to train in Buddhist meditation techniques, you should train in those points above, too. Let's cut to the chase. Here are the most important Buddhist methods. The best Buddhist meditation techniques. Just as there are lots of forms of Buddhism, there are lots of forms of Buddhist meditation techniques too. Some of the different types of Buddhist meditation techniques are used universally. These include recollections and breathing meditations. Other Buddhist methods are used by only specific Buddhist schools. The Theravada tradition alone incorporates more than 100 meditation methods, the majority of which revolve around mindfulness. Contrastingly, the Tibetan tradition uses over 1,000 different visualization meditations. Because different teachers have been taught at different schools, the majority of the time when you attend a Buddhist meditation class, the teacher will mention that they're a specialist of one of the many different Buddhist schools. The Dalai Lama, for instance, teaches Tibetan Buddhism, where Thich Nhat Hanh teaches Zen. So if you're going to find a meditation teacher, make sure they are from the right Buddhist school for you. Introduction to the main Buddhist meditation technique, jhana. The words that is used for meditation in Buddhism is jhana, dhyana or bhavana. Bhavana can be translated to mean developing into existence. Dhyana refers to the practice of focusing the mind, which is done to achieve enlightenment. The purpose of Buddhist meditation techniques. Buddhists meditate in order to achieve enlightenment. Enlightenment basically means release from the self. On his blog, Buddhist monk Matthew Ricard says, enlightenment is a state of perfect knowledge or wisdom, combined with infinite compassion. Enlightenment is an understanding of both the relative mode of existence, the way in which things appear to us, and the ultimate mode of existence, the true nature of these same appearances. Read more. Pro tip. When we look at the Buddhist methods, remember that these were originally conceived as a path to enlightenment. Now let's take a look at specific Buddhist meditation techniques. 4. Zazen meditation method, good for focus, calm, happiness, depression, stress, anxiety, heart. Zen comes from the tradition of Chinese Zen Buddhism, which began in the 6th century. Zen is usually practiced sitting on the floor on a mat or pillow, traditionally sitting in the lotus position with the legs crossed. In this position, we focus either on the breath or on the pure act of sitting, both of which cultivate mindfulness. These techniques help us to live in the moment with pure awareness. Zen-Buddhism.net states, the practice of Zen meditation or Zazen is at the heart of the Zen Buddhist experience. Originally called dhyana in India, Zen meditation is a very simple yet precise method, where the correct posture is imperative. 5. Vipassana meditation technique. Good meditation exercise for insight, changing thoughts, enlightenment, self-control, inner peace, depression, anxiety, stress. The practice of Vipassana meditation began back in the 6th century during the time when Mahayana Buddhism was expanding through the East from India to Southeast Asia. The word itself, Vipassana, is Pali for clear-seeing, or insight. Specifically, Vipassana leads to awareness of what Buddhists call the three marks of existence, the three characteristics shared by all sentient beings, namely impermanence, anicca, dissatisfaction, dukkha, and non-self, anatta. In Vipassana meditation, we focus on breathing and we extend non-judgmental awareness to the inner workings of the mind. Try Vipassana meditation technique. Easy method. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, begin to observe your mind and thoughts, label your thoughts and feelings as what they are. That's a thought. That's a feeling of joy, etc. This process helps us to achieve great understanding of ourselves and of the mind. 6. Mindfulness meditation technique. Good meditation exercise for focus, present moment, mindfulness, productivity, inner peace, focus, self-control, anxiety, stress, depression, inner peace. Mindfulness meditation is the single most popular meditation technique for beginners. Writing for his blog wildmind.org, Bodhipaksa says, "My definition of mindfulness is very simple. Mindfulness is the gentle effort to be continuously present with experience. Because mindfulness has gone through such a process of evolution, there is actually some confusion as to precisely what the term means today. There is the strict Buddhist meditation called mindfulness, which is about merely observing the workings of the mind. There's also the modern term mindfulness, which means living in the present moment. Then there's mindfulness-based stress reduction, which was founded by luminary Jon Kabat-Zinn in 1979. These three share a similar theme though. They are all about observing the present moment. The purpose of mindfulness is expressed in this Thich Nhat Hanh quote, BCTT tweet equals, mindfulness helps you go home to the present, and when you go there, happiness comes. Username equals T_D_ meditation. 7. Loving kindness meditation form. Good meditation exercise for compassion, love, joy, happiness, kindness, oneness. Loving kindness meditation technique is also called metta. Metta is a Pali word meaning goodwill and benevolence. In the Tibetan and Theravada Buddhism traditions, loving-kindness meditation is practiced in order to develop compassion and warm feelings, which leads us to feel much closer and more connected to other people. Want to know a secret? Loving-kindness is my favorite technique. Why? Because it creates feelings of love and compassion, and it boosts your social and personal life too. Are Buddhist meditations techniques best for you? In Buddhism, jhana, meditation, is inseparable from philosophy. The purpose of jhana is to cultivate the right mind, which ultimately leads to enlightenment. This is why Buddhist jhana is best practiced by those who believe in the Buddhist belief. By understanding the principles, theories and philosophies of Buddhism, you can gain a much deeper understanding of things than by simply meditating. Yeah, but if you just want to learning the meditation techniques, that's fine too. Buddha himself said that people should feel free to take his teachings and use them in their own way. Buddhist meditation techniques can be practiced in order to cultivate positive mental states. You can also use Buddhist meditation practices to help with health problems. So they are good to practice even if you're not interested in why committing to the true practice of Buddhist meditation. Are Buddhist meditation techniques best for you? Yes, if you want to improve your mental health. And doubly yes if you want to learn Buddhist philosophy at the same time. Hindu meditation techniques and forms. Let's travel to India to take a look at the Hindu types of meditation practices. Hinduism is the world's oldest religion and was one of the most important factors in the creation and development of meditation. My friends and acquaintances often debate among themselves as to which religion, Hinduism or Buddhism, actually created meditation. It's a fascinating conversation. Some argue that Buddha was born a Hindu and was familiar with Hindu practices, so therefore the practice of meditation derives from Hinduism. Others argue that meditation as we know it was not created until the beginning of Buddhism and is therefore a Buddhist practice. What do you think? Write a comment at the bottom. Either way, there are a great many similarities between Hindu and Buddhist forms, and the two can readily be used together. Let's take a look at the most important Hindu methods. 8. Dhyana, jhana meditation method. Good meditation exercise for oneness, concentration, focus, studying, insight, inner peace, relaxation. In Hinduism, meditation is called dhyana or jhana. If you have ever spoken to a Hindu meditation teacher, you will likely have heard them discussing how to use dhyana. Dhyana is used to cultivate oneness, heighten awareness of body, heighten awareness of surroundings, heighten awareness of senses, obtain self-knowledge, achieve moksha, which is the highest achievement, the liberation of self from the perpetual cycle of death and rebirth. Hindu meditation techniques first appeared in the classic text the Upanishads, a collection of dialogues between Hindu sages and their students. In these texts, sages discuss meditation as being deeper concentration of the mind. The sages say it leads to great self-knowledge and liberation from the illusion of Maya, the illusion of the material world. Hindus believe that the gods can make a person believe in a reality that is actually an illusion, Maya. Meditation lets us escape Maya. Fascinating bit of history. One of the most important of classic texts is the Bhagavad Gita. The Gita is a narrative that shows a dialogue between Pandava Prince Arjuna and his guide and charioteer Krishna. In the Gita, Arjuna is faced with a duty to fight the righteous war between two opposing sides, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. Krishna advises Arjuna to fulfill his Kshatriya warrior duty as a warrior and establish Dharma. It is this dialogue that introduces the Dhyana Yoga system, the Hindu meditation system that synthesizes Dharma, the Hindu order, with bhakti, faith and worship. Dhyana Yoga, meditation, is the seventh and penultimate limb of the eight-limb path of Hinduism. It is preceded by Dharana and followed by Samadhi. These three, dhyana, dharana, and samadhi, form the samyama, the Hindu process through which the mind is liberated from the physical world. 9. Dharana meditation form. Good meditation exercise for insight, intuition, third eye chakra, concentration. One of the most important Hindu meditation techniques is dharana. In dharana, we focus the mind and sight between the eyebrows. This develops concentration. While focusing on this fixed spot, energy enters the mind. This energy gradually builds and the focus intensifies, leading to meditation in the state called samadhi, a point of extreme concentration. Here's the important thing. Dharana is different to other methods of meditating. When we practice dharana, we are not aware of the fact that we are meditating. We are only aware of our own existence, and the object on which we are meditating. This creates a powerful sense of oneness. It is a beautiful and powerful experience in which nothing exists but the individual and the object of meditation, fused as though they are one. 10. Mantra meditation technique. Good meditation exercise for depends on the mantra. One of the most popular types of meditation for Hindus is mantra meditations. These involve the recitation of specific words or sounds. If you visit India during a religious celebration such as Krishna Janmashtami, the festival which celebrates the birth of Krishna, you will hear Hindus reciting mantras throughout the night, showing devotion. Different mantras are used to worship different Hindu gods, and mantras can also be used to create certain benefits. Those benefits range from love to happiness to inner peace to wealth and so on. It is believed that these mantras work via energy resonance. Because different sounds occur at different frequencies, we can control the frequencies in our bodies by reciting mantras. It is worth noting that mantras do not have to be used expressly for worship or for specific ambitions. They can also be used for pure relaxation. Mantras are one of the best beginner's meditation techniques. The act of reciting a mantra gives the mind something to focus on, which helps us to stay with the meditation as opposed to being lost in distractions. 11. Self-enquiry meditation method. Good meditation exercise for self-awareness, insight, enlightenment. The Sanskrit term atmavichara refers to a type of meditation known in the West as self-enquiry. This meditation is used to gain understanding of our true nature and to discover the true self. If you've ever asked, "Who am I?" then this is one type of meditation you should definitely consider. Self-enquiry began thousands of years ago and is mentioned in Hindu classic texts. But it became more popular when it was advocated by an Indian sage called Ramana Maharishi. Eckhart Tolle then taught millions the art of self-enquiry in his book The Power of Now, which led this technique to become quite common in the West. Try this self-enquiry meditation technique. Sit quietly somewhere peaceful. Take a few deep breaths to relax. Ask, "Who am I?" Focus on the I. Where does the I come from? What is it? What energy is behind that I? Meditate on the energy that creates the I. Do you feel the pure energy creating that thought of I? Rest in that pure energy as you take 50 breaths. This is a very liberating and enlightening exercise. Are Hindu meditation techniques best for you? Hindu meditations are one part of a very rich tradition and culture. If you are going to learn Hindu meditation techniques correctly, you should learn it alongside that culture. While some Hindu meditation techniques, mantras, for instance, can be learned quite quickly and easily, others, like dharana, are harder to learn and are not ideal for beginners. Similar to Buddhism, here are two ways to go with Hindu meditations. We can learn the Hindu philosophy and dedicate to Hindu practice, or use specific Hindu methods for health and relaxation, yoga meditation techniques and methods. Let's take a look at the meditations used in yoga. Yoga stems from Hinduism, and there are a great many yogic types of meditation, dating back to 1700 BC. Yogic meditation techniques aim to create enlightenment and self-knowledge, and they form just one part of a much larger discipline. The classic yoga system involves. Interested in learning yoga meditations? Here are some of the most important forms. 12. Tritaka meditation method. Fixing our eyes upon a particular object, good for focus, concentration, grounding, eyesight. Tritaka is steady gazing. It's a yogic meditation form that we can immediately see the benefit of. When we are anxious or when we have monkey mind, our eyes dart about, looking in all directions. So what happens when we have still eyes? When we focus our eyes on one thing, we develop concentration. And that is the purpose of Tritaka. Tritaka is usually practiced focusing on a candle. A popular alternative is to write Om on a piece of paper, put it a few feet in front of you and focus on this. Either way, the science is simple. Still eyes equals still mind. Give Tritaka meditation technique a try for 5 minutes. Here's how. Dim the lights in the room. Light a candle. Sit comfortably at a level where your eyes are parallel to the candle's flame and at a comfortable distance. Take 10 deep breaths to relax. Focus on the flame of the candle. Keep your eyes still. Meditate on the candle for a few minutes. Close your eyes. You will see a reflection of the candle behind your closed eyes. Meditate on the image of the candle behind your closed eyes. Try to keep the image the same. Do not let the image fade. This is a powerful meditation for concentration. 13. Chakra meditation methods. Good for creativity, relaxation, chakras, inner peace, joy, grounding. More. Read my complete guide to chakra technique. The 7 chakras are energy points in the body through which prana passes. Each of the 7 chakras is associated with different mental strengths. For instance, the sacral chakra connected with the basic emotions. Meditating on this chakra created emotional balance. By activating and balancing these chakras can achieve many health benefits. There are many different types of chakras meditation. One of the most important follows next. Third eye meditation. 14. Third eye meditation technique. Good for insight, intuition, wisdom, knowledge. The third eye is the source of insight and intuition. Activating the third eye opens up parts of the mind that are often dormant. So if you want to know your true potential, you need to open your third eye, ajna. But how you gonna do that, grasshopper? The best way of opening ajna is to use the third eye meditation. This technique involves focusing on the spot between the eyebrows. It is one of the most important meditations in yoga. 15. Kundalini meditation form, good for grounding, centering, enlightenment, prana, energy. You remember when I promised you some advanced forms of meditation? Well, this is definitely one of them. The purpose of Kundalini methods is to awaken the Kundalini energy dormant at the base of the spine. This activates the psychic centers of the body and ultimately leads to enlightenment. Enlightenment. Sounds familiar? That's because Buddhists also meditate to achieve enlightenment. Now listen, this is a dangerous meditation technique. I really wouldn't want any of my readers to practice this without guidance. Please find a teacher if you want to try the Kundalini forms. 16. Kriya Yoga meditation forms, good for breathing, relaxation, health, inner peace. Kriya Yoga is a group of meditations and breathing exercises taught by Paramahamsa Yogananda. You can take free lessons in the self-realization techniques of Kriya over on Yogananda. Take a look. 17. Nada Yoga meditation technique, good for focus, relaxation, inner peace. Nada Yoga are meditations focused on sound. In the early stages of Nada Yoga, we focus on external sounds like ambient music. The practice here is to just listen in a meditative way. Give it a try. How to do Nada Yoga meditation technique. Sit comfortably somewhere peaceful. Crossed legs position is best. Play some relaxing music. Keep your hands on your knees. Close your eyes and focus your breath. Take 10 meditative breaths. Meditate on the music. Move your focus from the music to your own inner sound. Rest in this state of meditation, greater than stay in this state for 10 minutes. Open your eyes slowly. Release your hands. Express gratitude for this meditation. Advanced Nada Yoga has us listening to the internal sounds of the body and mind. But here's the big deal. When we practice Nada Yoga, we are training the mind to hear Paranada, the ultimate sound, which manifests as Om. 18. Tantra meditation techniques, good for pleasure, joy, happiness, heart pain management. Tantra. You mean the UAL practice? Tantra actually has a lot less to do with love-making than pop culture seems to think. Tantra is a very rich tradition of lots of different practices for mind, body and soul. To give you an idea, one of the main tantric texts is the Vijnanabhairava Tantra. That one text contains 108 meditation alone. Lots of them are advanced meditations not suitable for beginners. Here are some examples of tantric meditation. Meditating on great pleasure. I think this is what Sting was doing. Focus on the space between thoughts. Merge the mind with the spiritual heart. Meditate on pain. Buddhists actually do this too. Notice how these tantra techniques are quite poetic. They're advanced methods of meditation, not suitable for beginners. 19. Pranayama meditation methods, good for breathing, relaxation, health, overall well-being. Pranayama is the meditative style of breathing performed when doing yoga. Pranayama and meditation are actually different things. The best way to think about pranayama is that it is a gateway toward the meditative state. Because pranayama does not technically belong in this list, I won't go into detail here. Similar is the Tibetan pranayama technique, 9-round breathing. Are yoga meditation techniques best for you? Yoga meditation techniques are best for people who already practice yoga. Some yoga meditation methods are easy and suitable for beginners, where others, Kundalini, for example, are more advanced meditations. Most people find the best yoga meditation techniques are the simple ones, such as focusing on pranayama while exercising, or doing mindful breathing in savasana after your meditation practice. Taoist meditation techniques. Taoism was started by Lao Tzu in the 5th century BC. The Taoist code advocates living in harmony with the world, with nature, and with the Tao, the path. In the 6th century, Lao Tzu wrote the classic Tao Te Ching. In this classic text, Lao Tzu gave the first description of Taoist types of meditation. These techniques gradually evolved, most notably in the 8th century, when Taoism came under the influence of Buddhism. Here's the most important thing. Taoist types of meditation focus on the creation and circulation of energy, qi, which promotes health, harmony, and unity of body, mind and spirit. In Chinese culture, qi is the principal energy that gives life. Most Chinese spiritualities and exercise involve the creation and circulation of qi. Most Westerners practice Taoist meditations methods for longevity and health. Let's zero in on the most important Taoist meditations. 20. Emptiness meditation technique, good for self-awareness, inner peace, enlightenment. In emptiness meditation we sit silently and empty the mind of thoughts. You remember when we discussed effortless presence earlier in this article. Meditation. Emptiness meditation creates a state of tranquility, allowing the body and mind to repair themselves and to restore qi. 21. Zhuangyi, breathing meditation technique, good for energy, qi, prana, health. Taoists call breathing meditations zhuangyi, and they use zhuangyi to unify mind and body with qi. In the Tao Te Ching, the sacred Taoist text, Lao Tzu instructs us to practice zhuangyi by focusing on vital breath until it is supremely soft. Further instruction is given on a relic that was found bearing the following instructions. To circulate the vital breath, breathe deeply, then it will collect. When it is collected, it will expand. When it expands, it will descend. When it descends, it will become stable. When it is stable, it will be regular. When it is regular, it will sprout. When it sprouts, it will grow. When it grows, it will recede. When it recedes, it will become heavenly. The dynamism of heaven is revealed in the ascending. The dynamism of earth is revealed in the descending. Follow this and you will live, oppose it and you will die. 22. Inner observation meditation method, good for changing thoughts, self-awareness, intuition, insight. In this type of meditation the practitioner visualizes the inside of their body and mind, including their organs, inner deities, thoughts, and qi. This inner visualizing is said to develop the knowledge and understanding of one's own nature. 23. Qigong meditation form, good for health, well-being, energy, qi, relaxation, arthritis. A highly popular exercise in China. The word Qigong can be translated from Chinese to mean life energy cultivation. As with most Chinese meditation techniques, Qigong is about creating and circulating qi around the body and mind. In the West, Qigong is currently in popularity. Many health organizations advocate practicing Qigong for the alleviation of arthritis and other health complications. Many spas and gyms run basic Qigong classes that teach a part of the overall Qigong system. Western Qigong is usually a simplified version of the technique. The Qigong system that is taught in the East is a complex system involving more than 80 types of breathing and literally thousands of different exercises. Each Qigong exercise and technique offers different spiritual and health benefits and all have a specific reason for being. That said, you certainly don't need to know the precise details of all the moves just to get started. You can readily pick up a Qigong DVD and enjoy a tremendously relaxing routine. Are Taoist meditation techniques the best for me? Taoist types of meditations are excellent for people who believe in living in harmony with nature. They're also great if you're interested in improving your health and in gaining extra energy. Some Taoist meditation techniques are quite difficult. Qigong should be learned with instruction, for instance. Other techniques, like emptiness meditation, are perfectly suitable for newcomers. Christian meditation techniques. Christians' meditations have a different purpose to Hindu, Buddhist, and Taoist techniques. In the East, meditation is about purifying the mind, transcending the self, and achieving enlightenment and oneness. The largest Western religion, Christianity, does things a little differently, albeit with somewhat similar results. Christians practice different types of meditation techniques primarily as a way to be closer to God and to understand the Bible better. One of the most popular meditation exercises for Christians is to take a passage of the Bible and to meditate on it contemplatively. This is calming and can certainly have many positive results like developing depth of character and positive traits. 24. Prayer meditation technique good for connecting to God, divinity, relaxation, faith, belief. Meditative prayer is a type of meditation that Christians use for contemplation. When praying in this way, we repeat the words of a prayer in a similar fashion to repeating a mantra, though, arguably, without the energy resonances that mantras produce. To do this, choose your favorite prayer and recite it like a mantra, meditating on both the meaning and sound of the words. 25. God-based meditation techniques good for faith, belief, inner peace. Meditating to God is another popular type of meditation for Christians. In this exercise, the individual opens their heart to God and asks to be made one with God, which is similar to the Buddhist technique of bhakti. Are Christian meditation techniques best for you? Christian meditation is really meditation that has been adapted for integration into the Christian faith. If you're a Christian, definitely use meditation. The Bible is loaded of references to different meditative techniques. These offer a way of increasing your connection to God. Guided meditation techniques good for relaxation, calmness, anxiety, stress, depression. More guided meditation can be seen in the Buddhist and Chinese traditions. For instance, Niguan is a Chinese form in which we visualize the inside of the body. Guided meditations have really taken off recently. They have achieved stratospheric popularity in the West since the rise of the New Age movements and self-help personal development. Guided meditations are now one of the absolute most popular types of meditation. Simply hit up YouTube and you'll find thousands of free guided meditations, of varying quality. Part of the reason why visualizations have become so popular in the West is because they are so easy. What could be easier than lying back, closing your eyes and listening to someone reading a relaxing meditation script? But the ironic thing is that the very fact that guided meditations are easy makes them less effective than most other meditation techniques. When you do a guided meditation, you're not really training your mind. So, while guided techniques are fantastic for relaxation, they are not as effective as traditional technique when it comes to actually training the mind. The mind is like a muscle. To grow strong, it needs to be exercised. Guided meditation can relax the mind, but it is not true exercise. It will not train the mind like traditional meditations do. Guided meditations and visualizations are still beneficial. Just consider, professional athletes use visualizations in their training to prepare themselves. Stressed businessmen use visualizations to relax their minds after a hard day's work. I personally have used visualization to quit smoking years ago and also when preparing for stage shows. And I've given visualizations to many people who either wanted to be taught to think of something in a different light, or to prepare for something they were stressed about, exams. For instance, let's look at the most important types of guided meditations. Different types of guided meditation techniques. 27. Body scan meditation form good for grounding, self-awareness, emotions, mind-body connection. Do body scan here. Body scans are one of the most important types of guided meditation. Body scans are a good way to become mindful of your body. This is one type of visualization that I personally do advocate. The technique involves passing your focus around your body. This heightens the mind-body connection and is a great way to get back in touch with your body. If, for instance, you're trying to find the motivation and energy to get back into exercising, body scan meditation can help to inject energy into your body, naturally motivating you to use your body more. 28. Affirmations good for creating positive thoughts and beliefs. Another popular type of guided meditation is affirmations. Affirmations involve reciting a positive message in your mind while seeing a certain image. I once taught an affirmation to a lady who was dealing with an alcoholic husband. She was fighting to preserve her inner peace, well, her sanity, as she called it. I taught her to use the affirmation, calming, letting go, while visualizing stress dripping off of her body like beads of water. This simple technique gave her a way to essentially teach her own mind to let go of the stress, helping her to relax. Affirmations are very popular in the self-improvement niche. 29. Binaural beats meditation methods good for brain